Yeah, the NPC, Linda, officially gets underway tomorrow with Premier Wen Jiabao's speech, but things are already in full swing in central Beijing, down at the Great Hall of the People at the CPPCC. It's a mouthful, yes. It is the China People's Political Consultative Conference. The political advisory body runs in parallel with the NPC, and the two are referred to as the Lianghui, or two meetings. In opening remarks to that conference, the Communist Party's #4 ranking leader touched on China's challenges ahead.
We should get our proactive fiscal policy and moderately loose monetary policy to fully exert their effects and strive to boost domestic demand and keep foreign demand stable.
Premier Wen Jiabao said last week that 2010 would be the most complicated year for China's economy as inflationary pressures are mounting and exports remain weak. Central Beijing is in a security lockdown as China kicks off its yearly session of parliament. Long considered simply a powerless rubber stamp body, the NPC is witnessing more open dialogue and debate of China's more pressing issues like social harmony and economic imbalances. Premier Wen Jiabao will tomorrow give what amounts to be China's State of the Union speech to delegates here at the annual parliamentary meeting known as the National People's Congress, held each year in the Great Hall of the People seen behind me. Now, Wen has said recently that the nation's economic growth path is unstable, unbalanced, uncoordinated, and unsustainable. So, big policy shifts are in the works, right? Well, not necessarily.
China's in a severe election mode. They have 2.5 years left in their term, and this will go on for 2 years on this side and maybe 2 years on that side. And it's a lot of jockeying for position. And if you see the outward signs, they seem determined to keep high growth and stability and just motor through the last 2.5 years of their term.
As President Hu Jintao and other leaders near the end of their tenures, overheating pressures are building within a Chinese economy that surged 10.7% last quarter. Record bank lending and stimulus-fed liquidity have many concerned about manufacturing overcapacity, property asset bubbles, and bad debt.
China's numbers look very good, but they know inside that this is like a big block of Swiss cheese, and there's a lot of holes in there.
It is true that China has more debt than we thought, and more badly structured debt than we thought. But the liabilities, the implicit liabilities, are also much less liquid than we thought. With capital controls and few investment alternatives, the liabilities of the banking sector are not going to contract very, very quickly. So we should be concerned about the structure of the balance sheet, but we are a long ways away from having to worry about a collapse in the balance sheet. That isn't going to happen yet.
Perhaps at least not until power is handed off to the next set of leaders.